juggling skills, but at least I'm aware what kind of skills I have. I should practice more. Okay. Now, before we enter into meditation, today's meditation will be guided by the guide herself. But before that, I would invite Amma. Would you like to introduce who we are meeting today?
Yes, happy morning, everybody. Namaskar. So good to see all of you here. And so happy to welcome Manisha to this session. Um, like everything I always suggest, I do not suggest anything that I don't vouch for or I haven't experienced personally. I've got to know it for sure before I bring it to the community. And same applies to my interaction with Manisha. And found it a very important aspect that needs to be told, that needs to be expressed and introduced to many people. And that's how I thought of Manisha when we said, okay, we need a nice speaker who can talk about this. And as luck would happen, Manisha was available and she accepted the invitation. And when I was introducing her to our community through our website, and Manisha was very excited when she read the Ubuntu story and the motto, I am because we are. She said it so perfectly aligns with what she does, and that really got us excited. As you all know, Ubuntuverse, you might have heard us say Ubuntu for short, but it's Ubuntuverse, purpose-driven foundation for purpose-driven superhumans. And we also bring to you speakers who are purpose-driven, and the same applies to Manisha. All her bio data you will find on LinkedIn or wherever online. That's not important. What's important is what I'm going to tell you now, because I know Manisha personally, and this is something, like everybody, when you're going through the worst times, when you're the lowest of lowest in your life, is when something wonderful happens to you. And I think that's how Manisha found her purpose. And despite having a successful career in bioinformatics and neuroinformatics at Washington, D.C., the same, what we see today as AI, the foundation for that. That's what she worked on back in 2010. And she felt somewhat disconnected and decided to come back to India and started working in the corporate sector and still found some disconnection, going through a lot of personal turmoils, leading her to some disconnectedness, something lost, some kind of pressure, not feeling up to the mark. And she found some solace in healing modalities through her therapist that led her on to study about clinical psychotherapy. Is that what is that? Am I correct? Yes, hypnotherapist. Sorry. Yes, she did a course in that and she found a lot of profound inner healing and decided and found that that's her calling. And since then, she's touched many lives, including mine. And it's wonderful to have you here, Manisha. I'd like you to take over and welcome to yet another purpose-driven superhuman.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Imaji, for that lovely introduction. I hope I'm audible. Satnam, everyone. Good morning. Oops. Happy morning. So, yes. So, after that interesting juggling and trying to get our brains in place, let's start with connecting with self, connecting with each other today. That's the motto, that's the theme of the day. So what I want is, so we didn't do a lot of physical movement, and I'm also into yoga and yoga therapy. So I just want a little movement before we settle into this meditation, just a little bit, okay? Just bring your palms together. I hope I'm visible. Am I? Okay, yeah. So just bring your palms together and start rubbing them. Just vigorously rub them. Rub, 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 rub. Now, as you're rubbing your palms, you're actually activating all the nerve endings, all the 72,000 nerves, nadis that you have in your body. Keep rubbing. Keep rubbing, keep rubbing, keep rubbing. And then just shake. Start shaking your fingers and your wrist. Keep your wrist loose. Shake. And watch your breath. How are you breathing? Inhale. Exhale out through your mouth. Relax. Relax your hands. And now, shoulders. Just take your shoulders all the way up. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Squeeze your shoulders into your earlobes. And drop. Once more. And drop. And one last movement before we go within. Just turn your torso on the left hand side. Twist and turn on the right hand side. Inhale left. Exhale right. And come in the center. Just close your eyes. Eyes closed. And bring your focus within. And this is your opportunity to connect. Connect with yourself. Connect with all the entities, all the elements around you. So take another deep breath in and watch how are you breathing. Are you breathing through your nose? Are you breathing through your mouth? Exhale out. And continue breathing and let your breath be your music today. Imagine as if you're breathing through your entire body, through your skin. And every time you breathe in, your body expands, inflates like a balloon. And as you exhale, it deflates, contracts a little bit. And just watch this beautiful organism that you're gifted with, your body, inflating, deflating with every breath. And really appreciate, connect. This is your body. And now gently bring your focus at the soles of your feet. Inhale through the soles of your feet. Exhale. And as you exhale, imagine beautiful, thick, golden roots, roots like that of the trees, emerging from the soles of your feet, growing rapidly, bursting into branches, going deeper and deeper into Mother Earth. And here, right now, in this beautiful circle, Ubuntuverse circle, we have 37 people. Each one of us are doing this. Each one of us are growing our roots deep into Mother Earth. And all our roots are merging and meeting with each other. We're all connected. And our roots are meeting with each other as they are growing deeper into Mother Earth. And together our roots are growing and growing and growing and growing and going deeper through all the layers of Mother Earth. Moisture, soil, dirt, water, crystals. And it reaches to the center of Mother Earth. And here, You can feel the heartbeat, the rhythmic movement of Mother Earth's heart. And now just align your breath with her heartbeat. And just imagine if all of us do that together. All our breaths, each one of us are in sync with each other. And this entire group is breathing in sync with Mother Earth, her rhythm. Inhale, exhale. We are all connected. We are all part of this beautiful universal family. And now gently bring all this beautiful energy, the nutrients, nourishment, grounding energy of Mother Earth. Bring it all of it, all the way up into your physical body, through your roots, going all the way up to the top of your head. And understand that what you are seeing, what you're visualizing, feeling, is really inside of you. Everything is happening within you, and now your focus is at the top of your head. Imagine a glittering, soft, beautiful, pure light in the center of your head. Collect all the Mother Earth's energy here in this light. Focus on it. And this is where the pineal gland is located. It is one of the most precious gems which God has put there. See nothing but light. It is blue light. It is subtle. It is warm. It is pure. And it is in your head, but it is as big as the cosmos. Inhale again. Exhale. Become pure light. Become the cosmos. And understand everything is inside of you. Understand. And just repeat this in your head. I am. I am. Inhale. Exhale. Just stay here. And now next time you breathe, hold that breath in your heart for as long as you can. And collect all your consciousness, all your awareness, all the scattered parts of you, all the connected parts of you here and now. And exhale out through your mouth. You are here and now. You are present here. And we have created a beautiful energy circle, healing circle, a community through our energies. Be aware of that. And with that, bring your palms together again and start rubbing them. Rub, 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 rub. Generate enough heat and place your palms on your eyes. Feel the heat in your eyes. Spread it all over your face, all over your body. Bless yourself, bless your body, bless your being. Gently open your eyes. Stay. Thank you for going through this beautiful meditation. Thank you for connecting with each other. Okay, so I understand we are time sensitive and there's so much to discuss, so much to talk about. So first, I would definitely like to congratulate Abhinav and Hemaji and all the other team members, members of Ubuntuverse. I keep saying Ubuntu Universe for some reason. But yeah, so congratulations for doing this. It is beautiful what you're doing. It is amazing. Congratulations. Yeah, my partner is not here. My work partner is not here, Jayanti. We've had a similar vision years back, and I was like, wow, they're already doing it. How does it get better? Like, it's almost like universe is saying that you wanted it and it's here, right? So thank you so much for that. And I am hoping that all of you have those 5 chits. Yes. Okay. So we're going to do something interesting. I've see the topic today is very experiential, and online we have a lot of limitations. I won't be able to give you the exact experience of what of the topic, but I'll try my best, okay, to give you a little glimpse into it. Okay, so on the first sheet, if you have your pen pencil with you, on the first sheet I want you to write mother. Mother. Just write mother. On the second sheet, write father. On the third sheet, write society. On the fourth sheet, write selves. And on the fifth sheet, write past life. Whether you believe in past life, if you don't believe, it doesn't matter, just write. I'm trying to share my screen. I hope I'm able to. Let's see.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, all right, great. All right, okay. So I've tried to stick to the theme of the summit, happy me, happy we. And what we just did with the movement, the exercise that we started with, the brain exercise, that was amazing, that juggling thing. It was beautiful. And then we moved into meditation. So one of the most interesting things that I've learned in, past 10, 15 years is it's very simple to change your mind, but it is still difficult. And how do you change it? When I say change your mind, I'm just talking about, changing the state of your mind from anxiety to feeling calmer, all of that. Okay. Simple movement. Okay. And when I saw your first session, I was like, wow, so much of dancing. This is it. Yeah, this is how we change the state of mind. So movement, physical movement changes your breath. And the only tool that can change your mind is your breath. Your best friend is your breath. But breath is when you're anxious, when you're going through a panic attack, let's say, you can't change your breath. The only thing that can help you change your breath is movement. So I'm glad that, you know, we all did some nice movement today. Okay, so I hope I'm able to. So yes, I have a background of technology and I've done a lot of coding and everything, but somehow I have some difficulty with Google Meet right now because I'm not used to it. So please bear with me. I hope this is,
Okay, it's working.
it's working, no?
I am because we are. You can read that.
Okay, yes. So let's start with what we are doing today. So I am because we are. And when I read this on your website, I was like, wow. Until then, I was like, okay, I have to go and do a presentation and I'll do it. But the excitement started from here. I got so excited. I was like, yeah, the topic itself, the topic family constellation. We're going to talk about family, and family constellation and people. It's like, wow, this is in complete alignment with the topic itself. And yes, how does it get better? It is all destined, it is all created by the universe. So I said, yeah, of course I'm doing this, and I'm doing this with a lot of excitement and a lot of presence, and I'm going to enjoy this. So, yes, I am because we are, and I don't exist on my own, right? I don't exist just on my own. My well being, my identity, your identity, they're all shaped through relationships. I am here because of my family, because of my ancestors, because of people around me. Okay. So my identity depends on my relationships. Okay. So I am here because of my family, my ancestors. Okay. And nothing in life exists um, in isolation. Okay. So how many of you know anything, anyone knows here that, anything that you know that exists all by itself and it doesn't need anything, anyone? Or, anything that is out of system? Okay. All right. So I'm hoping that is a no. Um, Nature could live without humans, I guess. Interestingly, no. We are part of nature. So see, this, yeah, sun, moon, stars, they are all part of a system, solar system. Nothing exists just like that. Okay. Everything is part of a whole, a system. Okay. Nothing exists just in isolation. Okay, and that's something very interesting. I would really like all of you to observe now. Okay, observe if there's anything that exists in isolation. Sometimes we do try, as humans, we try to stay in isolation and we think, oh, I can live without everyone and I can just go on a mountain and just have a life. But you're still part of the system, part of planet Earth, right? So, yeah, so modern science is now echoing with this wisdom, the wisdom of connection. Okay. Science, okay, so I have a very scientific background, and this is my point of view. Okay. I feel science is running a little behind from, the truth. And it is catching up. Of course, it is catching up and it is getting there. But one of the reasons why I was depressed when I was in the US was because I had so many questions and no one had the answers. So I was like, okay, then what's the point of doing this when, I'm not getting my answer? I was also a bit immature. So anyway, now coming to the point, coming to this wisdom of connection. So have you heard of this term called Wood Wide Web? How many of you have heard of it? Wood Wide Web. No? If anyone here knows it, please just raise your hand or just type it in the chat box if you know it. Okay, so there's a research done by a forest ecologist. Her name is Suzanne Simard, and she has revealed, and through her research, she has revealed something extraordinary that happens beneath our feet. Okay, our feet, when I say our feet, is basically Mother Earth, okay, under the surface of Mother Earth. And what's happening there? Something interesting. There's a very interesting network. Okay, fungal network. Okay, what I'm trying to say is forests or trees are not made up of individual or competing trees. Okay, instead they are connected through this underground fungal networks. And after sharing this, I think some of you are remembering. Yes, science is inside the truth. Yeah, trying to figure out. Yeah, absolutely, I completely agree with it. Yeah, microorganisms. Yeah. So whether it is microorganism, whether it is, whatever it is that is connecting all the trees. What's happening is the phenomena, okay? We need to check what's really going on there. So through these networks, trees communicate, okay? They share nutrition, water, and information, okay? Stronger trees take care of the weaker ones, the younger ones. And when a tree is under threat, others respond. So what I'm trying to say is the point uh, is that a forest is a living organism, one living organism. Just imagine the entire forest is breathing organism, just like your body is a breathing organism. Same way, forest, which consists of many trees, individual trees, comes together and becomes one living system. Just imagine if everything is, a living system and we are just catching up. We are just, now understanding. And what is most fascinating is this. When one part of the forest is unhealthy or imbalanced, the entire ecosystem responds to restore the harmony. So forest doesn't reject the weak tree. It doesn't isolate the struggling ones. Instead, it adapts, compensates, and supports, because the survival of one is tied to the survival of all. And what is it? Why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this because our topic is very much aligned with this. So before I, go ahead and introduce today's topic, I'm still not introduced. Okay, today's topic. Can you please type it in the chat box? What does a family mean to you? What is your definition of family? Let's see what comes out through this discussion. It will be fascinating to know. Togetherness, support, yeah. Connection, love. Love, connection, yes. Care, connection. Your well-wishers. Belonging, yes. Connecting with each other. Yeah, yeah. And all of that, yeah. So when I was, when I was very new in this field, when I just entered in this field, I was discovering something very unique. I realized every human is a unique being. And when you're able to express your uniqueness, you find peace. Okay. And through that uniqueness, you find purpose in your life. Okay. It was fascinating. It was, I was so happy after that depression and all of that. I was on top of the world when I started discovering myself. And I was like, wow, this is it. This is the ultimate truth. And nothing is beyond this. Okay. And now I'm turning 40 and I'm realizing, oh, yes, I am an individual. Yes, that's true. But I'm also part of a whole. Okay. But earlier in my life, family was like, okay, there is family. Take care. You know, I'll deal with them when I can. But I was very isolated. I was an individualistic. I was like, I was on my own, and family was like something in the background. I didn't give importance to my family or importance to, that whole system. But now lately, I'm realizing that, wow, but I am part of this whole, and it's almost like coming back home. Like, okay, I was allowed to go out there and explore my uniqueness, but now I'm coming back home because I'm realizing, oh, I'm part of the system. Okay. So, yes, so family, all of you are correct, of course. Families are living systems. Just imagine, just like a forest, family is also a living organism. Okay, breathing, living through this system, through individuals coming together. And I'm not even trying to, it's not even a metaphor. It is the truth. Why? Just like trees, just like forest, when one tree is unhealthy or something happens to one tree, the entire forest responds. Same way, when something happens to one member in the family, the entire family system, when I say entire family system, even people who are not alive, your ancestors, people who are going to come, the lineage, the future generation, everybody is responding energetically. Okay? And they're not responding the way we want them to respond. Okay, let's say we are, going through a challenge and we want them to respond, oh, please cuddle me, please hold me. No, they may not respond that way. I'll tell you how they respond, okay, and how you respond when something is off in your family. And you may not even know that you are already responding to something in your family, some imbalance, something that's not working. Okay. So, yes. So family is not a collection of individuals. It is a living system. Okay. And every member is connected through invisible bonds of belonging, of love, of order, of receiving and giving, and everything else that you said. Okay. So let's see. Let's go ahead. So this is so these three things: belonging. Okay. Everyone in the family system has right to belong, no matter what, whether they are a criminal, whether they have killed somebody, whether they have whatever they have done, they are still part of the family, and that is their right. Okay. To belong to a system, to belong to a family. Then the second one is order. So there is a natural order in the family which must be followed. And when it is not followed, that's when we create imbalance. And we'll talk about those imbalances in some minutes. Okay. And then balance of giving and receiving. Healthy relationships maintain flow and respect. Okay. So this is love. Okay. This is also known as this. These are some core principles of the topic, family constellation. And when you ask, if you're trying to define what love is, when you're trying to understand what is love, this is love. When there is sense of belongingness, when there is order, if someone has come before you, so your parents came before you, you came after them. So that order is very important. That respect that honoring is very important. When it is equal relationship, when it is, romantic relationship, then balance in giving and receiving. And this is love. That's it. There's all the complex definitions of love that we keep reading and we keep watching on reels these days. This is it. Okay. Of course you can explore and you can come up with something new, because we are still exploring as humans. So okay, now let's go ahead. Let's okay, here we go. That's my family. And that's this little girl is me. Some ages ago. Okay, I'm sharing this because I'm going to just describe what but I'm trying, okay, I'll try my best to describe the orders of love, okay, the three things that we just spoke about through this. So of course, that's my father, my mother, my siblings. I'm the oldest one amongst my siblings. Okay. And so if you see closely, I'm really scared. I'm shit scared here. Okay. In fact, I'm very emotional in this photo. And I'm emotional because this is my first ever family photo. Okay. And I think it is the last one too. Not because we were not together. Of course, my family is still together. My mother is no more, but we are still very close and everything is there. But it was first formal family photo. And I was, I was feeling, this is now in hindsight, I know what I was feeling, but I didn't understand as a child what was going on with me. I just started crying after this photo was taken and I couldn't stop. Okay. And now I know what I was feeling. I felt, oh, I belong to this family. And I had a rough childhood. I don't know if I can say it, but I was away from my parents until the age of 7. Okay. So I was a little distant from them. I felt like I'm an outsider. I didn't feel like I'm part of this family. But this was a turning point for me. I just felt, wow, I belong to this family. And so this feeling and this whole and I was also very scared because I didn't like someone taking my photo. I just hated being seen. Okay. Until recently, I hated being seen, and thanks to Family Constellation, it is now resolved, and I can sit with you guys and do this confidently. Um, so through healing and through constellations, family constellations especially, I realized I was carrying my mother's pain, her sufferings on her behalf. Okay. So this is how family, okay, the forest, okay. So as a child, I sensed unconsciously, of course, I didn't know. Unconsciously, we all do this, okay? We sense where is the imbalance. And we try to resolve it in our own way. So we try to take the responsibility of it. So my mother had a very similar childhood, okay? And I kind of picked that and mimicked all of it. Why? Because her pain, her suffering was not acknowledged. It was not healed yet. And that was creating a huge imbalance in the whole family system. So as a child, I carried her burden, her pain, her sufferings. And her fears became mine. So she, in the photo, if you can see, 3 of us, me, my brother, this is my brother, and my mother. We are, I don't know if you can see it, we're just like, out of place, like, what is going on? My father and my sister, they're like really there and they want to be taken, they want the picture to be taken. And my mother also. Is the screen visible? I think it is visible, right? Okay. All right. So, yeah. So now in hindsight, I know this didn't even belong to me. This was my mother's. This fear of being seen and this pain of being an outsider. They loved me. My family really, especially my mother, really loved me. But I was still carrying her pain. And it was so evident when we were doing the session, the child was frozen, okay, because she was holding her mother's pain. And when it was released, and I was out of it, and the whole family system found the balance. Okay. So there is a way, there's a technique to create that balance. Okay. And then my father, of course, I did carry, and I think I'm still carrying some of his issues. In one of the sessions, it was related to some financial imbalance in my own life, and I wanted to address, and I wanted to check, where is this coming from? What is going on with me? Why am I going through this weird phase of, where I am supporting all the men in my life financially? Why? I don't want to do it. So when we did the session, I saw my father helpless, really helpless. So outside he's a bold, like he's a really, really strong person, but inside he was helpless. And I was carrying his helplessness for him. And we did the healing and it was released. And okay, so I'm just giving you very simple examples. There are very complex examples of healing and how we carry our family's pain. So the bottom line is, what is unacknowledged in the family system? Unseen pain does not disappear, it moves through the system. So especially the younger generation carries them for the older generation. And it is not only limited to your parents and you can also carry pain for your ancestors, meaning 7th generation, 9th generation. And we have seen, in our sessions, in family constellation sessions, so many examples of people carrying some pain or pattern from ninth generation before them, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. So just like forest, the system, family system, tries to balance itself, no matter what. So family is a system and it is trying to create the balance, and it will pick up one person to do it. And it is random, or we don't know how it is happening. Okay, we don't have enough information on this. Okay. So how are we doing so far? Is this okay? Any questions? You can just, if you have questions, just keep it in your head. We will talk about it. We'll discuss it in some time. So now, do you remember you had chits? You made some chits, okay? Now just fold them while you're listening to me. Just fold them. Yeah, okay? And make sure that you are not able to see what's written inside and you don't know, okay? And then shuffle them while you're listening to me. I'll just go on with the topic because we have some interesting things to discuss yet. Okay, shuffle them. Once you're done shuffling, then just pick one chit for yourself. Don't open it yet. Okay, I'll tell you when to open it. What was the last one I missed? I think it is. Are you asking regarding the chits? So we have made 5 chits and we have written. Oh, okay. Mother, father, society, self, and past life. Okay. So common family dynamics seen. So what do we see? What can cause imbalance? Okay. There's something called parentification. Does anyone know what parentification means? Yeah. Okay, if you know, just give me a thumbs up. If you don't know, it's fine. Parentification is, it means, when as a child, out of love for my mother, I felt my mother's pain, and I felt that, okay, she's in pain and she needs support. Okay. I became her parent. I became her mother. Okay. Energetically, of course. And many of us do this. How many of us are trying to heal our parents? How many of us are trying to protect our parents? Tell them this is right, this is wrong, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Right? And that is parentification. That creates immense imbalance in the family system. I'll share one imbalance. Recently, I did a session with this guy. He's very talented, genius, like mathematician, like really, I'm yet to meet someone as, as intelligent as him. So, but he's lost. He says, Manisha, I have so much potential. I know I have, but I'm not able to express it. I want to utilize my fullest potential and I don't know what is stopping me. So we did a therapy for him, a family constellation for him. And what came out was, he was repeating what his father did. Okay. And his father kind of was feeling helpless because he was trying to be the head of the family. His father was alive. He had a mother, but he became the head of the family and he tried to, provide for the whole family. Head of the family was still alive, but his place was taken by the son. So the head of the family is feeling lost. And if the head of the family is feeling lost or out of place, it will show in the system. That lost feeling, his father, the client's father, also carried that feeling of lost. Of course, he's going to be lost because the energy should flow from higher hierarchy, like authorities, to the younger generation. And it wasn't flowing. The father was not receiving life force energy from his father. So this client was also not receiving energy from his own father. And that was blocking his success. So very interesting thing that I've observed is in family constellation, if you're stuck in your career or if you're stuck with money, it usually goes back to father or the male, the masculine energies, the ancestral, masculine ancestral energies in your life. If you are not doing well emotionally, it goes to the mother side, basically. Okay. Exclusion. Second one is exclusion. When a person is excluded from the family, thrown out of the family, or they leave or they run away, okay, that also creates, because the love, uh, the order of love is not maintained here. The first order is belongingness. The person feels that they don't belong to this family system. That will be seen in the younger generation for sure. Someone from the younger generation will run away just to make this visible that someone in the history, someone in the ancestry has left the house and they need attention, they need acknowledgement. Okay. The third one is, repeating emotional patterns when it is not acknowledged. Okay. Unresolved grief. If you've lost a loved one and not grieved properly, that is also carried by the younger generation. Broken relationships. This one, okay, this adoption and miscarriage is a huge one. Almost every second person who's feeling stuck when they come in therapy, it is either mother had miscarriage and it was not acknowledged, or there is an adoption in the family that was not acknowledged. Okay. Almost 80% of the times it is miscarriage or abortions. Okay. That creates stuck energy in the family system because we take it very lightly. We don't acknowledge the souls that couldn't make it to life. Once we do that, life starts flowing again in the family system. Okay. And then war, trauma, all of this, yes. Loyalty to ancestors also plays a very interesting role. Okay. Now going to the next. So there are, people who experience symptoms, like I was experiencing so many symptoms, physical symptoms, symptoms like financial crisis. These are not struggles. Actually, they are just message. It's a message that there is something that needs to be seen, acknowledged in the family system. And just acknowledging, just seeing it resolves so much. Okay. So healing is collective. When one heals, the whole system shifts. And I've experienced this personally. Just one person, okay? One person changes the whole family system. And I'm sure some of you that who are walking on this path of awareness, consciousness, love, you might have experienced that, right? So it is collective. It is not that you are just healing yourself. When you heal, you're healing your entire family. And family is Ubuntu in action. It is, you know, it is the most, the simplest, basically the simplest example of Ubuntu. Yeah. So what are we talking about? I'm just going to take you through this very quickly. Okay. What is family constellation? So it is a therapeutic method. It was developed by this person, a psychologist. He's also a psychotherapist, a pedagogical theologian, philosopher, and he practiced all of this in Germany. So he's a German, basically. He developed this technique, okay? And here also, like Ubuntu, which is an ancient African philosophy, he got inspired by this ancient African community called Zulu. Okay, so he got really he actually worked with this community for some time, and he got inspired, and he integrated their ancient awareness or consciousness or way of healing into the modern technique. So he integrated psychotherapy. There's something called Gestalt. Okay, so Gestalt means being whole. Okay, you're not an individual. It is the you are a unique. You're part of whole basically. So he combined psychotherapy, Zulu tribal healing techniques, and Gestalt techniques, and developed this modern therapeutic technique called family constellation. Family constellation helps you to diagnose where the problem is. Why are you feeling stuck? Why are you repeating the pattern again and again? Why are you feeling what you're feeling? And maybe it is not your fault. Maybe you can't change it unless you acknowledge the problem from the source. Okay. All right. So now moving on. So how it works. So I've taken some pictures from this. This is real time therapy session. Family constellation is usually done in group. I love to do this with people in group more than one-on-one because we see some magic happening. Okay. I've seen some interesting things in my life, especially entering into this field. Okay. Uh, in entering into alternative healing field. But I've never seen something so magical. Something as magical as family constellation, how strangers come together, and how as a client you find solace, you find your family members and strangers, you find catharsis among strangers, and you're able to connect with strangers and do your healing. Okay. So client expresses their issue, representatives are chosen, people are chosen, and the field reveals the hidden truth. And we all of us here know that we are all connected. You're all connected, okay? So somehow, and this is not channeling, this is not acting, this is not drama. Somehow the strangers, people on the field, they are able to tap into your family system, and they are able to say and do exactly like your family member. Okay. And just day before yesterday, I had a very new client, like a person who doesn't know all of this. She came for a problem with her husband. So her husband was on the field, and this person started saying something, and she was shocked, like, how does this person know how my husband speaks? And okay, so yes, you got to experience it to understand what this is. So the strangers are able to tap into your family system, and they're able to do exactly how your how your family reacts, or how your family member talks. So movement, dialogues, and placements helps to restore the order, and clients receive clarity and releases resolution. So why do we need it? You need it because many a times the younger generation is carrying the problem of their family, their ancestors, their basically you are carrying a lot of your family's issues on your shoulders, issues or their imbalances, whether you want it, whether you don't want it. Everybody does it. Okay. And when you feel stuck in your life, when you feel that life is not moving forward in that one area, then you do this session. So for money blocks, for career stagnation, relationship issues, repeating in generation, parenting issues, physical symptoms rooted in emotional trauma, all of this, anxiety, heaviness, feeling stuck, any unexplained issue, anything that you're trying your best but it is not getting resolved. Okay, what are the benefits? Deep emotional release, understanding the root cause, healing generational trauma, restoring balance in relationships, increased clarity and peace, freedom from repeating patterns, connecting with inner strength. Okay, so now, I am already, I've taken, I think it's already 6:02. I'm just going to take 2 more minutes to do this exercise. Yeah. All right. So now I want you to pick one chit out of those 5. Just do it. Just close your eyes and just pick one. Yeah, once you're done, now I want you to open the chit and look at it. Whatever it is, okay? For today, for time being, that is one relationship that you need to address or acknowledge. Okay, this is universe's way of telling you that maybe in this area we need or you need to do something. Okay, so close your eyes. We'll do this interesting exercise. Just close your eyes. Think about this person. Yeah, if it is self, just think about the younger self that you can think of, the child that you can think of. If it is mother, then think of your mother. If it is your father, think of your father. If it is self, think of a younger version that you can think of. If it is past life, just imagine a blob of white light in front of you and just connect with it. You don't have to know anything. Just say and repeat this in your head. That's okay. They don't have to be alive. They are still your parents. They will always be your parents. Okay, just think about them and just say, I see you. And just announce your relationship with them to yourself. You are my mother. You are my father. You are my inner self or younger self. You are my past life. Or you are the society. You are my society. Okay. And say, thank you. If it is a parent, then just say, thank you for giving me gift of life. If it is your past life, just say, I return what is not mine. You can also say this to your parents, okay? Just say, I return what is not mine. If it is your inner self, then just say, you are a part of me. You are a part of me and you belong. Yeah. And just look into their eyes. Just stay there and just observe what's happening in your body. What's happening with you? Stay there. Are you feeling comfortable? Are you feeling uncomfortable? Is there any pain, discomfort? Whatever it is, just say, I acknowledge this feeling. I acknowledge your presence in my life. And thank you for being there. Just inhale, exhale. And let them be. Let them be in your space. It's okay. And later, maybe later during the day, or maybe later during the week, you will receive, your intuition or your mind will tell you what exactly you need to work on with respect to this relationship. It's very tricky with past life and society. Don't think too much. Thinking is stinking, okay? Don't think. Just allow the energies to flow. Trust yourself, okay? You'll be guided. We're all always supported and guided by our ancestors, by the Almighty. Just trust. So, who can attend these sessions? Anyone. Basically, anyone. I've just made a list of people, but anyone can attend this. And if you're in Mumbai, if you live in Mumbai, just come, drop by, and just experience. Okay, it's free. Observation, participation is free. You can come and experience, your connection with your mother, your connection with your father, or just experience what this is. Okay, and I'm sure in your cities, wherever you are, there is at least one family constellator. Okay, And yes, we can do it online too. You can come and join me online and just experience the magic. Okay. It is, this is one thing that I feel that it should reach out to everybody, because as we heal as family, okay, just imagine how many systems are we healing, okay, as you heal, as your family heals, and we keep healing, your community heals, okay, organization is also a family, a country is also a family, and the entire world is a family. We heal, right? So with that, I close this session. I'm sorry for taking so much time, but yeah, it's a very vast topic, and I can go on and on. But if you have any questions, you can reach out to Himaji, and through her, you can reach out to me. If you have any questions, I would love to answer all your queries.
Can we just have questions asked on the group today so that everybody gets to see the
Absolutely, yeah.
question? You just answer it there, so there's everything everybody knows. Unless, of course,
Perfect.
there's something personal they want to get in touch with you directly,
Perfect. Sounds
right?
good. Yes.
And you can also post your contact details on the group today, so people who want to connect on a personal level can do that. Your website, your
All right. All right. I'll do that. Thank you so much. Can we just close with, oh, how do you close? I don't know. Ubuntu words, how do you close?
you close
You
I
close.
close?
our
You
session.
close today.
Okay. All right. So let's just bring our palms together. Take a long, deep breath in. Breathe out. And let us just say thank you. Thank you to the body first. Body, thank you so much for helping me sit here, be present, be healthy. Thank you, body. Thank you to each one of you, each one present today here in this beautiful community circle that we have created. Thanks to each one of you. Thanks to all the ancestors, all the relationships, all the members that showed up consciously, unconsciously. Thank you so much. And just take a long deep breath in. Hold the breath in your chest, your heart, and collect all your consciousness, all your awareness back here and now, back in your body. Exhale out through your mouth. Rub your palms. Open your eyes and take your hands up. Just shake and shake your whole body. Come back in your body. Come back here and now. Have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. And maybe we will connect sometime, someday in person. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And people watching the recording also. If you need details, you can find details in the WhatsApp group today to reach out to Manisha's community and the beautiful work. And also, you're watching on YouTube, just ask in the comment, we'll help you. Thank you. Love you. Let's heal the world, starting by yourself, your family, community, our nation, country. Thank you.